There we go, finally. Really wanted me to have the tab open, I guess. Okay, cool, cool. We should be properly live now. I hope I wasn't just yapping to myself for like 5 minutes there. 1 second. This is being weird. There we go. Now I can finally check how the audio is. Yeah, okay, that sounds fine. It just might be a little bit laggy for you guys. If anything comes up, make sure to tell me in chat. Because I won't be able to tell. Oh, my audio's still on. Okay. Okay, let's see. I forgot what I was doing last time I was working on this. Here, I'm gonna... The music for you guys is like the perfect volume, but for me it's a little loud, so I just had to turn it down for me. Okay. Let's see. I want to... Oh, that's an ad. Let's not have that play. How do I skip this in mini player? I mean, I can mute it, but like... Yeah, I'll just mute it for now. There we go. Okay, whatever. Hopefully we don't get another ad for a while, because I don't want to have to deal with that again. Okay, well, no one... I don't think is here yet, so... That's fine, that's fine. Let's see, so... I think we want to first work on actually having the circles get drawn properly. I'm also going to resize my mini player a little bit, so it fits more on my screen. Okay, yeah. We'll just have the music running for a little bit. If I get too annoyed with it, I'll turn it off. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so yeah, so we want to draw the circles at certain locations on the screen, depending on the lists. So, yeah, we have the pen thing here, luckily. I already did that. So you'd probably want to go to circle. Yeah, we probably want to go to an item in the circle list, and then we can make this an index variable. Yeah, then we want to set the pen size to the circle size. I just got an ad for YouTube on YouTube. Oh, no, sorry, it's a YouTube TV ad or something. Please skip this. Thank you. I don't want to give people free advertising. Okay. No one's here yet, so no one will have heard that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, circle size. Item 1, circle size. This should be circle X. This should be circle Y. Yeah, okay, okay. That seems to be working for now. And let's test. Let's move that. Actually, we'll make you invisible for now. Let's add a circle. Sorry. I really like Deltarune. The music is so good. Oh, that's not the size. Let's just do 0, 0, 0, 0, 20. Yes, we have a circle. We have, in fact, a circle. issue. We don't have a way to delete all of the circles yet. Once this starts. So let's do that now. We'll just add a bunch of... delete all of those. There we go. Okay. So now we can create and get rid of circles. Should probably have another block to remove specific circles if I ever choose to. Yeah, okay. For now, this will do, though. So let's see. We can create circles, get rid of them. We would now want to probably... Should we test with multiple circles? Yeah, we should test with multiple circles. Let's add that. Oh, wait. Let's add that. Then we can have one, like, 40. Oh. Wait, what? Huh. Let's see. Yeah, why isn't that working? Should we do it like this? Is that the issue, or...? The issue isn't the erase block, it just isn't drawing them. Oh, wait, there's no circles now. That would explain it. You know? But yeah, that still doesn't... Now I'm confused. What? Oh my gosh, I don't care about you. Friend, whatever your company name is. Oh, wait, I can skip those. Oh, no, wait, I think I just went to multiple different... No, I didn't. I can skip those ads. Nice. Nice. That's really nice. I can actually skip them faster than if I were on YouTube doing this. Good to know. Let's see, because we've only had like 4 songs go by. So... No, I think I skipped a bunch. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Whatever, okay. So then why isn't this working? Should we instead start at 0 and then change 1 at the start of this loop? Oh! Oh, I see. I'm not doing it by the length of circle size, I'm just doing it by circle size. I'm dumb. So now we do this. Now we do that. Bam, we have 2 circles. Cool. Yippee. How fun. Okay. Whew. That was some pretty intense coding right there. No, that was probably the dumbest thing I could do. Anyways. Let's see. What else can I maybe do in this first? Well, should I? Here, I'll just automatically make every circle black, because why not? So now we have... Oh, whoops. Now we have that. Instead. Okay. Now this is where I begin to want to steal from people and their ideas. Because... this other guy I know, who made the physics engine, made it look really good by doing this. Yeah, this still looks so much better than what I was doing. Okay. Sorry, sir, but I'm kind of stealing ideas from you now, because this just looks better. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think you'll be fine with it. Okay, now the issue is when it comes to calculating the circle physics, because I want to do this in an optimized way, but I also don't want this to be, like, sometimes wrong. I want this to be correct, but I don't want it to be, like, super slow. So I think what we're instead going to do is, for every circle, we compare it to every other circle, but then we can mark off if a circle's already compared itself to another. So, maybe that would work? I don't know, how would we do that? No, I know, because let's say we compare circle 1 to all the circles above it. Then that means that circle 1 has already knows its comparison to all the circles above it, so every other circle won't have to go back to circle 1. So circle 2 can only do the circles above it, because it already knows it's blank with circle 1. Okay. Okay, that makes sense, I think. Also, there's just an ad there, and I completely didn't notice. Okay, let's see. Sorry, my singing sucks. I should stop. Alright, so length of circle size. We want to compare them. So if I want to probably find the distance between the two of them, and then compare that to the, like, size of them both being added together. So let's set I'll just call this full radii. So if that's larger than full radii, then we can set full radii to both of their sizes together. There we go. Okay, so I think this is looking kind of good so far. Okay. No, because the issue is, yeah, if we want to calculate circle collisions, then we want to have every circle detect its collision with everything else. So maybe it would be best if we just counted up from 1 and compared everything to everything but itself. And then we had that collision. Okay, here. We can have this as like a collision thing in the future, but for now, let's just do velocity. So we want to change the x position by the x velocity and change the y position by the y velocity. Okay, let's see.
Like 100 degrees. Because I sweat a lot, I went to Men's Warehouse and got a suit with a special fabric called Chillflex that breathes.
No, we want to do like this.
Love you, Steve.
Yes.
It's a little hot to be flirting, don't you think?
No, I don't.
What table are you at?
Sorry, ignore the ads. They kind of suck.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual.
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Maybe where's the golf cart?
Okay, let's see. So, circle X, circle Y. Yeah, okay, okay. That's a beautiful song. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, no, wait, that's right, because we have to place... This is confusing now. So I think something like this is what we want. And I just had the same thing for the Y. I was not about to delete the definition of that, so thank you, Scratch. The music knows the somber tone that was about to happen if I had deleted those. Now I could always just make them come back, but like...
It's not just the mattress,
No.
the whole sleep setup that's wrong. Ashley can literally fix all of
Oh,
them.
dang, wait, it only does that
Asking you
once,
for
though.
real rest. From cooling mattresses and zero
Why did it
gravity
only do it
bases
once?
that
And
take
why
the
did it do
pressure
it
off your
really
back
fast?
to full sleep systems. Imagine a bed that massages your back, charges your phone, and helps with your spine's alignment. That's exactly what you get with Ashley's sleep
Oh.
adjustable bases.
First of all, I want to
Better
change
sleep
that.
doesn't have to wreck your budget. Ashley has comfort options at every price. If you've been thinking about upgrading,
There we go.
test out the most popular brands before you buy, like Nectar and DreamCloud. Shop Ashley today.
So now we can also have, like the certain... Man, okay, I'm gonna have to start skipping these more, because I don't like giving people free advertisement. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's see. So we can have them both of these be interesting values. Yeah, okay, so we do this, we do that. Yeah! Now we also have the... What's it called? The... Crap. Man, my brain's not working. Vector. Now we also have, like, the vector of movement for this thing. Which means we can calculate, the collisions now, basically. Just, it's gonna be a little complicated. I think, to start, we don't want to care about the mass between the two objects. We just want to get, like, roughly a working system for, like, normal bouncing with perfect elasticity between the two objects. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this up here for now. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. Okay, so we have that. Now we want to probably add this in, where every circle checks every other circle besides itself. We also want to make index number 2. Index numero uno. Now wait, where would we change index 2 at, though? Here, I'm gonna pause the music for a second while I think about that. Because, like, crap, my brain's farting. I don't know why my brain does this sometimes, where it just stops working. It can work perfectly fine for such a long amount of time, and then just, nope, no more. I'm good. Then we also want to calculate distance. That would be the square root of... Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing. I think. Okay. That's right, because then we need another loop inside of this to loop for every other one of these, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, okay. Let me do this. There we go. Then we do the same for the Y length. There we go. Okay. Now we have that. And if you're wondering why I'm cutting it up into so many different variables, it's just size. I like to keep it a little bit smaller in size. So X length would be... First of all, I actually need to add this, because otherwise things could go wrong there. Okay, so we want to have... Crap, what was it? I'm just gonna add this for now. Okay. So X length would be the distance between where it currently is. So... and where the other one is.
Shop your new mattress your way at Ashley.
And then we want to set that to
Browse our
index
wide
2.
selection online from the comfort of your home, or come in and see what feels good at one of our conveniently located stores.
Sorry if
Shop
there's an
at
ad.
our stores or online.
I'm gonna just talk over it for now, so that way... Yeah, okay. It's loading.
Mornings.
Gosh darn it. Okay, that even is a very loud ad. So let's skip this one on mute. Okay, so okay. Now if we have only 2 circles. Huh. Where's all the lag coming from? Yeah, barely anything's happening and it's already lagging. And distance does not appear to be changing. Here, let's see. Let's instead set this to 0 and then change index by 1 every time. Huh. Oh wait, these should probably be flipped, right? No. Huh. Wait, then is it addition? No, because... Huh, because this is negative 20, this is 20. So if we subtract 20 from negative 20, then we get negative 40. So he wants to do... Circle 1 minus circle 2 is just... No, it's because... Yeah, because that would be plus 40. Wait, then why isn't... It's because index 1 is still the other way. Okay, let's change this one too then, because that'll be easier for us to be able to see then, in that case. What? What? Oh, it's because there's no circles. Wow, I'm dumb. Yeah, so this equals 40, but... Oh. Wait, no, not that one. This one equals... Oh, I see. I'm dumb. This needs to be not. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. So let's set this back to the way it was, because I find it much easier to read this way. Yeah, this still works, because it's not being set to 0 ever. Yeah, okay, okay. So now...
Memorial Day means big savings at Al's Outdoor Expo sale. Shop our huge outdoor
Oh,
kits
sorry if I'm
only
saying
Cowboys
ad.
first and tens, only $100.
I'm just gonna try my best to talk over it, because it's loud.
And razor scoops, $4.99. Shop these and
Um,
more, only as
let's
of
see.
At University of Phoenix.
Okay. I think these ads are becoming a bit much. They're really starting to kind of annoy me. Because I just want the code. There we go. Okay. Whatever. So, if distance is less than full radii, so if that's what we want. If they are that close to each other, which this isn't, then that's when we want to calculate collision. And that's when we just... So for now, because I'm going to be doing just some very basic tests, we just want to subtract the vectors from each other. And we'll put this into a new list called new VF and new VY. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Yeah, okay, so we want to grab this, put that there, grab this, put there, and that should give us, so we want to set this to Vx. And that should give us our new velocity. Then we just delete all of that before we add that. Okay. Dang, no one's showing the stream still. I'm all alone in my little palace of coding. I've actually gotten a lot done. That's nice. So nothing should be in these, yeah. Unless we were to send them colliding into each other. So we'll have this one going -1, we'll have this one going 2. Oh, wait, that's height.
Shop your new mattress your way at Ashley.
I'm gonna pause that. Ah. There we go. So now we just... Oh, wait, it's not subtract, it's supposed to be add them. We also want to move them out of each other before they start moving again. There we go. So now we just replace this with item index 1 of new VX. I hope this works correctly. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, no. Now, why is that? Because there's only one, maybe? Why is there only one? Oh, I know it. I think I know what to do. So we put this in here instead. That there. There we go. I think this should work now. Nope, not at all. Huh. I mean, hey, now there's 2 of them. Huh. Wait, how odd. Huh. Oh. Duh. And I have a feeling this isn't going to do very well, though. I have a feeling this is going to, like, absolutely destroy my connection. Or, like, it's gonna lag out a bunch, isn't it? Oh, wait, that's not good. That one just stopped for some reason. Why is that? Also, I think this is incorrect here a bit. That should be correct now. Wait, so why does it just stop? Also, yeah, these do need to be divided by 2, because they're having... Because this is their diameter. 20 is their diameter, not their radius. Then why is it only that one? Huh. Okay, I'm incredibly confused now. Oh, and it looks like someone's here. That's nice. Let's see. Yeah, since people are only now joining, I should probably say, I'm trying my best to do physics on my own. Issue, I'm bad at physics. Like, really bad at physics. Also, I had music playing, but I got rid of it because there were too many ads. And I was really getting annoyed at skipping them. Okay, though. So, like, what is going on here? Huh. Okay, I've gotten myself into a very confusing spot here. Because I don't know what to do from here. Because, yeah, this is getting set to this, which is good. That is, in fact, Correct, because they aren't colliding. But then these aren't being set to anything, because this is empty still. Okay, that's, I think, an issue. Just possibly. Huh. No, wait, because this needs to be index 2. I think, right? What? Why isn't it being set? It's only setting half of them. Yeah, because then it just... And unless they're colliding, it doesn't do anything. Because it only works if they're collide... Wait, but then why is this doing that? What? Let's see. Huh. I see. So... I think I see the issue. And I can fix that technically, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it that way, because that doesn't make sense. But I kind of have to, I think, so. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put all of these in here, like that. So now we only have one if-then thing. Yeah. How long have I been doing this for, actually? 9:15. Oh, wow, I've actually been going for a while now. Anyways, yeah, so we have one if-then here. Then what we do up here instead is we make a new variable called new v off. There we go. Okay. So now we detect if... No, that doesn't work. No, yeah, we still have to put this in if-else variable thing. Yeah, we still have to add something into the new x and new y. Oh, I see what's happening. It should do it like this. And then out of that, it then replaces them. I was trying to cut corners, I guess, and it didn't work, so we gotta change it. And this probably isn't optimal, but it's all I know how to do, so. Oh, jeez. I don't think that's supposed to happen. They're supposed to both be affected. So if we both set them to 1. Still does more this way than this way. And this one seemed to speed up. Now why is that? Okay, this one didn't speed up, but this one did a lot. The other one, though, wasn't affected at all for some reason. Which is confusing. Because there's a reason I was doing the whole new VX thing. Yeah, what's supposed to happen here, though, is they come to each other, and if they're touching, like if they're colliding, yeah, if they're colliding, then we, like, change the values, but we have to change it of both of them. So we change it of this one, then we change it to the new one. What? Wait. So let's see, what's happening here that's causing this to be wrong? Oh, it's making a lot of those for some reason. Yeah, it says it's a 0, but it doesn't set the other one to 0 until what I would assume would be the next loop. So what if we did it like that? No. Because then it just doesn't move at all. No, okay. Let's... How do we test this? Yeah, now there's 4 of these. Now why is there 4 of them? Okay. What? Oh, I think they're doing themselves now. Like, they're detecting themselves now here. Maybe that's what's going on. 'Cause yeah, that's this one's current speed. Yeah. Once this gets set to 0, something in here happens. Okay, so I think only a couple more they'll be colliding. So instead of continuing here, let's set that to 1. And we can do this ourselves. So we delete all of those. We have circle size here. So what we want to happen is we repeat for this. So this should only go twice. Yes. Sorry, I'm incredibly confused, so I'm not talking much. So length of circle size. So we want to replace those with their new movements. So we replace these with their new movements. Then we can draw them again to see where they are. Still not touching, but that's fine. So then we can just move on through the rest of this, right? Yeah. Wait, these aren't being added, though. As I realized, these aren't... Why is that? Is it because index 2 equals itself here or something? Or... So now they're basically touching. So now we want to probably see. Let's see, actually, what is their distance? Yeah, like right next to each other. Set this to 1. Delete all of that. Now we want to do this 2 times. 1, 2. But that added 3. Why'd that second one add 2 of them? Because, yeah, it counted itself there. It counted itself. Why did it count itself, though? Is that because of the... It's counting itself and something else, basically. It shouldn't be doing that. So, one second, let's go back. Let's delete all of that. Let's set this back to 1. Yeah, now they're literally inside of each other slightly. Huh. So yeah, so that goes. That goes. Then this repeats twice. First time is fine. But then the second time. So index, these should all, yeah, 2 and 3. Why is index 1 equal to 3? Oh, probably because I didn't reset it. So that does 1. Yeah, and that just adds itself in there because of, because it's equal to itself. Index 1 was equal to index 2, so it just added its already made values there. Wait a second, why would I do that? If it's equal to itself, then why would we add anything? We don't want to add anything there. Man, I am really good at confusing myself. So, like, what? Huh. So, yeah, wait, so we have to add something, because otherwise it goes empty. But in this case, we don't want to add anything. When they're colliding, that we don't want to add anything. So, maybe instead we detect if they're colliding. If not, then we do this. And then we can do this simple check. I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall here. I don't think this will work, but yeah, no. It works. Wait. So now, what if we set this to 2? No. No, no. Why? Why? Okay, so now we just add that. Yeah, okay, so this is equal to 1. That's -1. That's 2. Yeah, -1 plus 2 is in fact 1. But then it changes again immediately after. Yeah, then that changes. Here, this is, I think, is when we need to detect if they're, like, touching each other, then we move them outside of each other. There we go. Okay. Man, I'm getting really silent super often. I keep doing that. Whoops. Yeah, so we want to do that with index 1, I think. Because, yeah, index 1 is the one that we're changing. I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So we want to multiply the velocity by -1. Or we could just subtract the velocity instead of adding the velocity. That also works. How do I find? There it is. Okay, this is what we want. Except now, we subtract instead of add. No! What? Why'd the entire thing stop? Because, yeah, they're supposed to be moving. Is it because I did this, like, too early in the code? Uh... I think this is supposed to be correct, but let's see. Oh, jeez. I think I see the issue. Oh, wait, no, I also see the issue. Huh. So this one... Stop all right there. Yeah, okay. So then we want to do this again. One more time. Huh. And no, we do want to, in fact, do this out here. Oh, geez, that's not supposed to happen. Huh. Wait, that's weird. Okay, 1 second. Wait, I'm so confused. Because, yeah, what's happening is they move them away from each other before they can actually calculate that they've moved away from each other. I mean, before they can actually calculate that they've touched. So I instead need to detect if they're all touching, and then move them back out of each other again. Okay. This isn't working. There we go. So now if they've made contact, then it does that. Okay. So now, if we click this again. Oh, dang. Wait, that's right. So that gets set to 1 now, though. Wait, but this is getting set too early, isn't it? Yeah, so that's still 2. So now after that, we want to continue onwards, change index again. Then we do this all again. Sorry, songs get stuck in my head very easily. So after that, I think... Yeah, so we want to change this and do this again. Huh? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. But yeah, they are colliding now, though. But for some reason, this didn't change anything. Clicking this didn't change any of these. Huh. How odd. Oh, I know why. Because I'm dumb. Anyways, so after that, then we want to change this. Then we want to do this whole thing again. Oh dear. So it's... This is supposed to be moving -1, but it's not moving at all. Huh. That's really weird. That's not supposed to be that way. So what's supposed to happen is they collide, and one of them gets moved differently than the other. Okay, you know what? Should I just calculate this myself and see what I get? Huh. Yeah, no, you can't do this because then they're still colliding. And like then they're not colliding and they can't calculate the rest of the equation. Dang it. Huh. So I need to move them outside of each other only after they're done calculating each other's things. Oh, what if I just... Oh, wait, that's why, because I changed multiple things. Okay, so what's happening here, I think, has something to do with my very poor skills here. Ah, yeah, I know what's happening. And then every other usage of this needs to add itself to... Wait, what? Yeah, index 2 should be set to index 1. That's it. Huh. Maybe like this? Kinda. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix this one. Oh! That's not supposed to happen. Oh dear. So that's probably also a case of them moving inside of each other, weirdly. Let's see, so then in this case... Yeah, they're still, like, hitting each other, but, like... It's still not the correct way, because one of them just isn't... It keeps losing all of its speed after it's being given speed, and the other one isn't losing its speed after it's giving something else its speed. Huh. Ah. Oh, wait, that's not supposed to be in there. That's supposed to be up here. Huh, so it's not doing both of those. It only does both of them when we set this to index 1. No, it doesn't do either then. So if index equals 1, then we subtract the first one, and we're only comparing it to the second one. But then we're still doing everything else with index 1? Huh? So this is equal to 1. Index 2 is equal to 1. So, yeah, this is just both sizes being added together. Let's see, so if we were to put this back in here, and do all of this stuff again, maybe this will fix something. Not at all. In fact, it makes it worse. I kind of forgot what most of the stuff I did here even was. So, yeah, because if they equal each other, then it won't let them collide. And, like, if it equals itself, then it won't let them collide. So instead, this changes index 2. Why is it changing index 1 all the way up here? You shouldn't be doing that. Why would it do that? Yeah, but fixed literally nothing. Okay. That's incredibly confusing. And I've been streaming for an hour now. I might have to stop soon because I'm getting tired. Huh. So, the reason this isn't working is because they equal each other. And I just... Frick. There we go. Okay. The reason this isn't working is because these two equal each other immediately, right? So then it can't calculate the collision if they equal each other. So then what happens if we were to take this out of this, and then do this? Well, yeah, because now they can collide with themselves. Which, that wouldn't work, right? That wouldn't work, I don't think. Unless maybe it did somehow? Now, why are both of those -2? Dang it. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to go. No one ended up really watching, so that's fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go now because I've been streaming for a while. Yeah, okay. Goodbye. So I'll see you guys probably later today or tomorrow. And yeah, everything seems good for the stream. Yeah, goodbye.